Hello, this is our reading for Monday, October 24th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could be part of the reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everyone involved, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. In the end, how you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the links that I provide below. Show your love and support to the artists and musicians and see if there's more signs and symbols for you for Monday in those links below. All right, I'll see you in a moment. Thank you for joining me. Hello, welcome. This is our reading for Monday, October 24th. 2016. Let's begin and see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Monday for the highest, greatest good of all. Start with one card for focus, clarity, and understanding the energies of the day and how to ride these energies best. $19. Hello. Hello. This is the card. Hello. When you don't know what to say, say hello. I feel like it's also number 12. So I think of the Hanged Man a little bit like not knowing what to do. Something coming into the room you didn't expect. Opening the door and not knowing what's there yet. And not knowing what to say, maybe turning the corner, running into somebody you know, not knowing what to say, running into somebody cute, not knowing what to say. You know, when you don't know what to say, start with hello. You know, I feel like it's not about lines or, you know, like come-ons or hitting on anyone or making a mountain out of a molehill is what I'm getting. That was sort of weird, but I guess that makes sense. There's like this cute little girl here, and then this octopus or this big scary monster coming out of the closet. You know, it's like she heard a ruckus over there, and she was like, "What's going on inside there?" and opened up the door, and you know, but it doesn't necessarily have to be something scary. Maybe it's just something you don't understand yet. So, you know, I feel like this octopus is helpful. It makes me think of multitasking, getting a lot of things done at once. So perhaps there's some unusual help available today for us. And maybe it doesn't come in the form we expect. You know, the person we expect, the conversation we expect, the corner we were at that we met somebody and didn't expect to meet somebody there. I feel like there's something expected and unexpected about this. So maybe you were planning on knocking on the door, or you heard the knocking for a while, and now is the moment where you meet face to face, you know, eye to eye. And I feel like there's coming to terms, understanding a totally different perspective, you know, on something. She doesn't look scared at all. She looks curious and just sort of like, ooh, okay, where do we go from here? You know, just start by saying hello and see where it brings you. I feel like perhaps they're friends or could be friends, or, you know, I feel like they're helpful to each other. I feel like whatever's through the door, whatever's on the other side of what you can't see is the helpful force to you. And perhaps it's fearful, you know, to go to the door, to imagine what it could be, to see what it actually is. But I think once you face that fear, face the noise, face the sound, face the sign, you know, face to face of something, it's okay. You know, everything comes to light. You see what it is. It's no longer scary is what I'm getting. I feel like it's something that perhaps was scary, or even when you first see it, it seems a little scary, but then it softens, you know? And I see solutions and wisdom with the octopus as well. Maybe you're afraid of standing out. I feel like with the red, you have to be creative. You have to be instinctual, you know, like be on high alert just in case this isn't a nice octopus behind the door. Then you know to, you know, I would say just still no fear of whatever it is, but just do what you have to do if it's not an energy you like or isn't helpful, you know. I feel like if there's something trying to lure you in maybe, and it doesn't feel right, then don't go, you know, walk out that other door, or perhaps have a conversation first. But maybe there's something awesome through the door too. So let's get some more clarity. Let's go to the, it's like whispers of the angels or something. I don't have the boxes here, but this is one of my new decks. So let's pull another card on top of hello. Number 12. It's also 3, so that it asks you to be creative. Also to, yeah, I think like creative solutions, creative conversations, sparking creative abilities. There's one light bulb in the room. So there's maybe one big idea today, big conversation today, big opportunity knocking today. Something like that. Let's get another card for 12. Hello. Hello. Two. There's 2. So appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So maybe even where you thought it couldn't be before, you know, you can find a bond, a friendship, working together, the chance to do something different, the chance to explore something new, to face fears maybe. This is number 33. So I feel like it's also a master number, a gateway. It brings us to a 6, balance, love, choices, protection. Every situation is beautiful. Every one, you know, even the crappy ones. The crappy ones are where we gain our strength, you know, where we get our stamina, where we learn our lessons, where we learn what's not good for us. So we have discernment later. So we know what to do later. So we're on target later. You know, we're more in tune with spirit and ourself. You know, in tune with God, our own blessings, in tune with our own blessings, I guess. Maybe it's feeling blessed for each moment, even the beautiful ones. So, you know, every beautiful moment we have, we need to appreciate and embrace and really live in that moment, you know, because that moment's gone soon too. And we're on to the next, you know, and that could be a tweener moment or a stressful moment or a joyful moment. You know, it could be anything. So when we have those moments, I I want to say have consciousness of what's going on, how you feel, where it's bringing you, what you're learning about yourself, what you're learning about others, what you're learning about your situation. I feel like this is, I want to say like a goddess of the sea, almost like a mermaid, like she's one with the sea. She has like pearls and shells and coral in her hair, almost like a big brooch in her hair. Really beautiful. Look at that. I think of coral and carnelian with that. I see actual bells like in her hair. I feel like there's focus and clarity inside something you're looking at. You're looking at the moment, you're looking at the future, you're looking at the past maybe, but you're not paying attention to all this gorgeousness around you now. So maybe there's a merge between all of these somewhere. Every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So maybe you're looking for something today. You know, you feel like you're always looking, always searching, always trying to do something so you get this, or be this way so you can have that. There's value in that, and there's wisdom in that, but you have to remember to have the now part. If you're constantly wishing about the future too much, or constantly getting lost in memories of the past, you forget about the beauty around you, what you have, what you can make, what you can create, what you can feel in that moment. I feel like it's all feeling like she's at the bottom of the ocean, and almost like the sun is coming through the surface up there. So maybe the ocean isn't so deep here. You know, maybe there's somewhere in between. I feel like, well, there's coral, so it's like a coral reef. So it's a living, I want to say a living force around you. You know, many different energies all working together in perfect harmony, perfect beauty here. Almost like a city, you know, a city or nature. They're so extreme, you know, but they're not, I guess. They're not, because even with buildings, even though that seems like there's no life in a building, there's life in a building, all around a building, because, you know, life is the reason the building is there. And buildings have energy. I don't know why I'm getting buildings with this. Maybe we're building something. Or maybe you've been trapped in a building or building a wall on emotions, something like that. Afraid to just dive deep, really look into what's going on within your emotions. I feel like there's like a kingdom inside of this shell. But I feel like when you look at the shell, you can hear it. You're listening to something, even though it's under the water, so maybe there's vibration. Maybe you're looking at something today, looking at a program on TV or YouTube, or maybe you're making videos even, doing something like that, looking at images, pictures. Maybe you're in a moment and taking up like a still of that moment, you know, expressing the beauty you see in the moment you have, the filter you have. Let's move along and get more clarity for, oh, I have another card. I almost forgot about this. Oh, that's cool. So we have a 33 and 44. This is another gateway. Moving on up. So 40, oh, that's really nice. So maybe you're meeting somebody you know, you knew, you feel you've known before. Maybe it's something beautiful behind that door. This is getting to know each other, learning to meet another's needs for love is important for a relationship to grow. I feel like there's just, like, it's almost like this, yeah, like Venus of the Sea and Neptune getting to know each other, you know, getting to know each other's favorite, like music and moments. And I just feel like there's stories exchanged. That's what I'm getting. Learning to meet each other's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Actually speaking, not assuming, and no attachments to what is being said. I feel like you're being heard here. And they're under the water still. No, they're not. They're like, it's kind of cool. It's almost like the water is meeting the sky. So maybe you're connecting heaven and earth today. That makes me think of a Pisces. Maybe something about Neptune, Venus. I see 2 seahorses, and that makes me think of a balance between masculine and feminine, equal roles, equal like balance and respect and energy placed, like 100% kind of thing. And I thought it was under the water in a coral reef because there's, you know, there's fish here, and that makes me think of sylphs for some reason, like energetic elementals of the air is actually what I'm thinking of. So maybe there is a connection between heaven and earth, air and water. I'm seeing all the stars here. So something in astrology maybe. Maybe that brings you together. You're talking about astrology. You're understanding yourself more through the mirror of somebody else. Maybe this person is really opposite of you, but still in tune with you. I see his fork. It makes me think of a tuning fork when I see this. So you're tuning something, you're harmonizing something, you're connecting energetic frequencies together, perhaps creating new frequencies together, new notes, new songs from maybe old memories, old situations, old fears. I feel like this is fearless. It's just like the star. It's hopes. It's opening up. It's it actually reminds me of something I thought about right before I fell asleep yesterday. It was I was thinking of this. I guess I'm thinking of this for a reason. I was thinking of the star and how the star is hopes, wishes. Like when you fall into a dream, anything is possible. It's completely open. It's like going up this way and just being timeless, universal, yeah, just endless, eternal. And anything can happen in a dream. Anything can happen. You know, that's weird land over there, and yet it's still spirit land. You know, we still sometimes can be in a dream, and that feels more real than being back here, vibrant. So it's that vibrant dream where anything is possible. So when you have your hopes and your connections to the divine, it's being open-ended with what could be, because anything could happen. You know, you never know what you don't know, what you don't know. Anything is possible. And when you look at then I was thinking of what would be the reverse of the star. And it's still beautiful. The star is still beautiful, which is number 17, by the way. And, well, let me start to shuffle from the fairy oracle while I'm speaking about the star. So I would say reverse. The star would be like desire, which is still beautiful, and still knowing what you want, and you know, making action towards something, allowing something to happen, seeing what connects you to that thing. But it's almost like falling down into a dream. I think of like a black bubble, a disco ball, a white bubble, a rainbow, whatever you want. But it's still some kind of bubble. It has some kind of like surface, barrier. So if you want this to happen, this particular job, this particular relationship, this particular thing, this particular car, this particular home, this particular whatever you want, that's putting it in a bubble, a box that's sort of closed, even if the veil is sort of thin. You know, sometimes you have to burst through that bubble to recognize that there's bigger things that can come in if you don't have the bubble on something. So I hope that makes sense. So you can still, you know, have beautiful desires that you want, but if you put too much of a focus on something so specific, although specific is good, if you can make it specific and open-ended, that would probably be the way to connect. Maybe that dream part where some things still feel unobtainable, like a dream, like too far, and that part where we limit ourselves in what we desire and hope for. So maybe we're bursting. I don't know where that came from, but I just feel like if something comes up, it comes up. So I hope that was helpful. Let's move along to the Fairy Oracle and get another card. For Monday, clarity on getting to know each other. So I feel like there's a meeting, a connection, an opening up the door. Somebody opened up a door. Somebody made a phone call. Somebody was around the corner. Somebody was there today. Perhaps, you know, you're there today for somebody else. And I feel like it's worth it. There's something magical here, connecting here, that you're going to really appreciate. Maybe where you're timeless. Maybe that's what it is. You feel like you're almost connected through destiny somehow. Like there's multiple connections with this person that perhaps was scary, or at first like unnerving, or you didn't expect, or you're just somewhere unexpected, but I think but beautiful. You know, that you're going to remember later. You're going to want to birth something new out of this moment. Let's get a card to clarify for Monday. Six of Spring, so victory, balance, wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards and success and public recognition. It's the victory parade. It's not like, I want to say this isn't like the big victory. It's not the bigger picture, but it's a really big stepping stone to take you somewhere else, to connect. To be recognized, to be heard, to be seen. I feel like this is a magical moment. You followed the lights. You followed the energetic twinkle. I want to say the energetic frequency twinkle, if that makes sense. Like moving with you to bring you somewhere. So it's coming home from something that you've put a lot of energy and time and effort into, spirit into, and connected the dots. And now is a day when others recognize you. You feel like you're connecting the dots. You feel happy, accomplished, in the light, in the spotlight a little. I feel like there's growth though. You're like in the forest, in the daytime in the forest. Like on a unicorn, this beautiful shining, like I want to say beast, but glorious, like majestic, magical. I'm getting M, like I see M now, so maybe a name with an M. I also see the Vesica Pisces here. So I feel like when I see this, this is protected and something being birthed, an idea, a new start, something you're proud of, that you started, an idea that turned out beautiful, like turned out to work for you, you know, to really start to work out. You're seeing something work out. I feel feel like you're just really going the right direction with something here. I also see Venus there. So it's news. 6 is, I feel like there's choices with the 6. It's also like a 6 of the 6 of Wands. So it's balanced victory. Balance between you also and others. I feel like when you have this victory, it's others getting on board with you. So maybe this is like the energy, the prayers, you know, inspiration of others, energy of others working together with you, sparking ideas between all of you. I feel like there's a flow of ideas. There's inspiration. I feel like everybody shines here too. I feel like you come home from the 6 of spring and or the 6 of rods, and there's like a party going on. So, you know, you started to get the work done, and it became a thing, you know, it became inspiration for others, not necessarily to do the same thing as you, but to, I feel like, almost like have permission to do what they want. They can get on board with you. They can celebrate something that gets them going, that they're inspired to do. They can take your news and merge the two together. You can work with others. I feel like it's just happy exchange of energy all around, and just almost like somebody juggling 6 different things, but it like into maybe like 3 balls in 2 hands, and then you do, like, I see juggling. So success and public recognition. So being recognized by others, and, you know, others noticing the job that you've done. Let's move along to the Bird of Life Tarot. Let's get another card for the 24th of October. Victory, the 6 of spring. I still hear harmony. So music. I feel like somebody's writing, you know, maybe coming together with somebody. Maybe somebody's like a lyricist, and somebody like has the words inside of them, and somebody has the music inside of them, and they both have the music and they both have the words, but the merge comes together. I feel like this victory comes when you go home, when you go somewhere, when you go maybe to the door, when you answer the door. That's when, maybe go into the forest, take a trip. It's with the movement of something emotional, you know, that connects you to spirit, your heart, your mind, your signs, that either you've been pursuing till now, or you're starting and you're opening up that doorway now on something that was scary before, and now it's time to, you know, get the ball rolling. Like, this is the victorious way. It's the victorious door. I want to say it's the victorious heart, the victorious relationship to start, to take a chance on, in some cases, to start a renewal, in other cases, to open up the door to what was closed before, what you were scared to do before, what you were scared to let out before, what you were scared to share before, what you were scared to face before. You're coming out victorious now by facing it, by doing it, by pursuing it, by opening up to it. I feel like it's going to just be silly. Like, the things that you were scared of aren't fears at all. They're actually strengths. They're actually deep connections with, I think, inside yourself, but with somebody in particular today. I feel like it's somebody in somebody special. And maybe because of this special relationship, that's where this inspiration with others, everywhere you go, I feel like this connection is inspiring you. Either before this time, you know, this is what's been inspiring you maybe to move, maybe this chance of love, this person that you connected to or connect to is why you're pursuing something. Maybe it's from love, and maybe you found yourself along the way. Maybe that's why the victory parade is also on its way. Maybe you're heading towards something. I feel like it's victory for everybody. So let's get another card for Monday. The King of Swords. So the great virtue is the real courage. So we're going back to courage today, to face facts and live beyond them, to face what's at the door and say hello. Start there, you know. Trust that, I want to say trust that the conversation will flow, that your thoughts will become clear after you know whom you're speaking to. Maybe you didn't really know this person before, like really know them, you know. So this is a D.H. Lawrence quote. Maybe you felt like you knew them, but you really didn't until they opened up. I feel like I think of the victory parade and I see all these medals here. So, you know, really accomplishing something. Maybe you needed to figure something out, you know, take some steps, have some advancement for yourself or somebody else first before this moment came. The King of Swords could also be like air signs, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, man or woman. It's the focus, the intention, the confidence, the confidence to do something about what you understand, what you question even, you know, to find the truth in something, to do something about it, to face it, to know what it is you're dealing with, and to make it happen somehow. That makes me laugh. All right, I know which deck I'm going to use next. I'm going to go to one more deck before I end this reading. All right, this is Portrait of John James Halco, detailed by unknown English artist, circa 1820s, Library and Museum of Freemasonry, London, UK. So I think of steps and rules and perhaps having to always search for the next layer of truth if it's meant to be given to you. So I feel like the balance comes when you open the door to the fear, because I feel like I feel like there was fear to face something that was truth before, you know, something you didn't understand. Maybe asking questions about something you didn't understand before is okay. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. Maybe you were pretending to know something before, you didn't really understand, and now you get it. Now somebody else gets it. Now it's pushing you towards learning more, understanding more, gaining more knowledge, more truth. I also feel like there's facing facts. This is when I see this, I feel like it's when you learn about something that you always thought was the truth because you trusted who it came from, and learning that it was bullshit. And that, you know, sometimes you just don't want to face that fear, that fact, like, oh, like that, it makes you feel like a dumbass. Like, how could you have believed that? It was so obvious, something like that. And it's actually having the humbleness to understand when you weren't right. Perhaps you didn't really know. Perhaps whom told you didn't really know. They just trusted whoever told them. You know, there was many generations that we've had where we were just told a lot of bullshit, and it wasn't our fault that we trusted it. It was our environment and, you know, where we were brought up, what we had around us to see, the knowledge that was presented before us, the news programmed into our day that we had to focus on instead of a time now when we can choose what we focus on and have a bigger connection between all of us. So things that were scary before perhaps aren't so scary once you open the door, you know? Once you face the truth, now you know, now you can adapt, grow, open up that, you know, that wish, that dream, bigger than it was before, bigger than the box that we were given, so that we can enter into the miraculous, so we can enter into the beautiful, miraculous children of God that we are, and of this earth. Each of us are co-creators. We're powerful. We're special, you know? So it's about what we focus on. And, you know, if something seems scary, say hello, look at it, see how we can grow from that situation, what needs to change in our perception about a situation, and how to make that situation better. And now we're somewhere better. We can grow, we can move on, we can move forward now. And now we're not stuck in a box of something that wasn't truth, wasn't right, wasn't for us, wasn't as good as we can have, or as good as we can give, or as good as, you know, we're supposed to receive. So I wasn't sure, so I'm gonna pull one more card, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna use this deck. I just got this deck, and I want to let you know that I'm missing one card. I'm missing Strength, which is number 11 in this deck, and possibly left it in New York when I was at work. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go to the store tomorrow, and I plan on getting a brand new deck because I don't want to use a deck that's missing one card. But I still felt drawn to this, and I didn't know how I would do it because I still felt like I wanted to use this deck today. And so I have the title card, and I wrote Strength and the meaning and put intent of love into that card in case it needs to come up. And I feel like if I was drawn to use the deck, that I would share how I would go about handling the situation of losing a card, you know, and I feel like it was the right thing to tell you guys that there's definitely one card missing here, but that I don't want to put myself into a box of not being able to use this deck or having any fear because there's something missing. Like, I'm not scared to tell you guys. I'm letting you in on what's going on here so you know, and I have that, there it is. That's the space for us so that if it comes up, you can see what it is, so I don't have to present it later, although I could take that road. But until I get the card in the new deck tomorrow, that one just jumped. Let's see what we have. So interesting. This is interesting that the 7 of Swords comes up, because sometimes this is a thief card. So maybe my card was found. Maybe somebody needed that strength that I left. Maybe it ended up somewhere weird. It doesn't necessarily mean something stolen. It's just something left behind. Sometimes stolen, sometimes something sneaky and looking at you from behind. Maybe they're looking at your big balloon. You know, they wish they had a big balloon like that. Somebody is walking towards the truth, or just has their own focus, their own destination, their own agenda, their own thing that they're into, that they're doing, their own place to go. And somebody else is just sort of watching here. Curious about the truth, curious about, I feel like when I see the fish, maybe Pisces, but I feel like that's the sea, love. Interesting that that's also the sea and it's floating in the air. I feel like that connects to what I said before. I just looked at the bottom here, so let's just use these 2 cards. So that's the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's end with the Emperor, which is number 4. I feel like he's also, look at how cute. It's like he's a future emperor, but you're still not messing with this kid. You know, he's on his rocking horse. He knows that's going to be a real horse. He knows he's in charge. He knows he's in complete charge of this situation. But he's also in a box, and that's a 4. So it brings stability. This is making the rules, creating an empire, creating your empire. These are your toys, your, this is, I want to say, your playpen. So maybe you're playing with something, playing with making your own empire, making your own rules. I want to say going back to something you wanted to do as a child as well, something you were really good at as a child. Childhood dreams coming back, maybe childhood stories, and I feel like you're conquering something, maybe conquering childhood fears today. That's bringing you stability. The Emperor is powerful. He is making lists, making the calls. He's not scared of anything behind the door. He knows, he can feel what's behind the door, and he knows he's going to be victorious because he knows everybody in the kingdom. He makes plans, takes risks, trusts in his instincts, builds something solid. I want to say sometimes the Emperor can be a stubborn little brat. You know, this is male or female. It's taking control of a situation, but that would be like wanting all the control. You know, don't touch my toys, mine, my way or the highway. That's maybe the Emperor reversed. So maybe there was someone like extremely stubborn before, set in their ways before. And I feel like this was like it's truth and it's thinking. It's finding truth within what you were thinking before. Maybe you were only just like peeking, you know, at the truth before. What a cracker! All right, this reading's getting pretty long. Let's end this soon and get you a cracker, Vinny. All right, I know this is a long reading. Thank you, by the way, for sticking around with me when these readings are long. I just have to go with the flow. I go with the flow so that I give a good reading, and sometimes they'll be shorter. So, come on up, honey. That's my cue to go. So it's taking control of this situation today with this Emperor. Something that you were nervous about before, unable to face. Maybe somebody got away with something. You feel like somebody didn't tell you the complete truth of something. They stole something from you. They took something from you. You're not quite sure about what's around the corner here. But I feel like you're going to give it a go. You're going to say hello and see where it goes. Maybe you're going to go on a walk and you can both hold on to this awesome balloon. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I love you all. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.